going to talk about the top 3 altcoins that could be ready to surge. And will we finally get a Dogecoin rally? We'll talk about that. We will talk about that. I've got some interesting thoughts about all of this. We also have a poll at the top over here. What coin is your top pick? I want to know what your top pick is out of these 4 coins. Oh my God, I put Solana there twice. Oh my gosh, silly me. I was supposed to put Cardano, Tron, Solana, and Dogecoin, but I put it there twice. Oh my goodness. Anyways, it looks like Solana is in the lead, but we're going to talk about some updates regarding Cardano because they have some things coming. We're going to talk about Dogecoin and Elon Musk, and apparently McDonald's Instagram page got hacked and someone made a Solana token. So we'll go ahead and we'll talk about that. Good morning to Mr. R, to Mr. Legend, beautiful Alexandra, Mr. D, and Mr. Keeter. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so first and foremost, let's go do a quick market update. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on. Wrong page. All right, so this is Crypto Bubbles on the daily, and market's not too terribly bad. Aave is up about 13%, Matic almost 17%. I do hold Matic, Moonbag from way back when. What else? Nothing too terribly exciting. Maybe Uniswap up almost 11%. And on the weekly, HTX, which is Huobi's native token, 59%. TRX, Tron is up 24%. BTT, 25%. I had Tron and BTT at one point. I don't think I have any now. But let's take a look at the current market over here. And I want you guys to go to the top and pick your top pick. Pick your top pick. All right, now taking a look at Lee. Let's go to this chart over here. I like a little bit more better. Okay, this is going to be our weekly chart, and I have everything kind of denoted from the weekly close. Bitcoin's really been trading between 58 and about 62, which is good. That's exactly what I wanted to see happen. I wanted us to continue to consolidate between about 58, even 56 to about 61. That's good to me. I like that. I like that price action. Just kind of ping-ponging along. Market cipher is a little bit flat. It does look like we may retest 61. Taking a look at the 4-hour, that retest is kind of looking likely. But again, we still have a bit of ways to go. Things look a little bit kind of meh today. They look a little bit meh today. As far as Solana goes, Solana is also kind of just trading sideways now, which isn't too terribly bad. This is my personal buy area. I do hold Solana. And I'm going to make a video for you guys about my thoughts on Solana because some people think it's a scam. Other people don't think it's a scam. And I'll just go ahead and kind of address that and just give my personal thoughts to this. Because at the end of the day, Solana is a pretty hot project. There's a lot of activity on it, and I think people should be able to do what they want to do with their own money after they have done their due diligence. And I also like to hedge in various different projects. We talk about that a lot. We talk about profit taking. We talk about practicing risk management. Also, too, with Ethereum, Ethereum is just kind of ping-ponging within range, about 25 to 2,800. Just as long as we hold 2,500, we are good. We are good. Yeah, I'll do a second video. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. Shout out to the utility company. But it'll be on my YouTube channel because it's a little bit longer than TikTok. TikTok does not like my my long videos there for some reason. I don't know why. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the Cardano update because apparently price turned bullish because of a key upgrade. And again, this is one of the top tokens we were talking about in the title, in our clickbaity title. Make sure you guys smash the like as well. That I would greatly appreciate that. That would be amazing. Mr. R says now NFTs are done. Actually, there are some NFTs that are kind of coming back that we've seen, like some Solana NFTs. So I think we will get another NFT cycle. It's just going to take some time because you have to remember when NFTs launched, that kind of caught me off guard. Everything catches me off guard all the time because I'm always focused on other things like my personal life and different things happening with my kid. So it's hard to stay up to all the trends unless I'm like living on the internet, which I do my best to. But as far as NFTs, when I was explain how NFTs work, like way back in the day, it made sense to me for musicians and screenwriters and actual artists, like people that really create cool stuff, so that they can they can have complete ownership, control their royalties, their licensing, all of that, and make sure that they get compensated. And having a lot of friends in the entertainment industry, that was like, oh my gosh, that was the light bulb for me. But when NFTs came, we saw all these P2P profile pictures, which were kind of ridiculous. And again, I get it, but they were like generative stuff. It wasn't necessarily real artists. There's real artists out there, but of course, like that really didn't catch on. So that was a bummer for me. We're starting to see a little bit of the PFP collections and that type of stuff come back, which is great. But at the same time, I want to see real artists get their chance to control their work and get compensated for that. Because a lot of musicians, they completely get screwed out of everything, and it's absolutely terrible. In addition to that, RWAs are a big thing. Someone on TikTok just asked me about that. And I do believe RWAs, like from the big guys like BlackRock and the TradFi companies, like how they're able to track bonds and all that stuff is great. But again, I want to be able to see it transparently on the blockchain in real time, and banks funds, just like we do with crypto exchanges with the Miracle Tree and all that stuff. So that's what I would like to see happen. And I do think we have a long way to go with NFTs. I think we do. Is Cardano in a buy range? Well, let's go ahead and cover the story and then we'll talk about it. I personally don't like to buy things when it pumps, but if you want to, that is your personal opinion. This channel has always been for entertainment. I talk about what I want to talk about, and we just bring a little bit of heat sometimes. So yesterday, a proposed timeline for the activation of next Cardano upgrade was announced, and it is a Chain 1 hard fork. The target for the mainnet hard fork is August 27th, and a final go, no-go decision is set for August 23rd, which will be this week. So this week, Friday, we'll find out if this is actually going to go forward. The next appropriate window for the hard fork after the date will be September 3rd, and Chain will introduce Plutus V3 and on-chain governance to boost the network scalability and decentralization. So that's what's going on with Cardano. Again, you guys, I own Cardano. I've got some Cardano NFTs, and I like it. It's another thing that I do like to hold and that I do like to hedge with, because who knows? Cardano absolutely popped off last cycle, and they're doing a lot of stuff over on Cardano. And one of the things, again, I was at Rare Evo, and that was like mostly like a Cardano conference. But one of the things I noticed is all the GameFi stuff that's happening over there. And I love GameFi. I think GameFi is really, really cool. And I think that when a new project comes out for GameFi, using NFTs or crypto or whatever it is, obviously you need to do your due diligence, but at the same time, these games are meant to play. You're supposed to play these. You're not necessarily supposed to really invest in them. You're supposed to play these and enjoy them. Like, obviously you need to buy, you might need to buy X to participate, to kind of get started, but you kind of have to do that if you're playing Xbox or PlayStation. So that's just my personal opinion. But again, you always have to do your due diligence on all that stuff, okay? Due diligence on all that stuff. It's important to. And hear what I say and listen to yourself. Let me go ahead and check the chat really quick. Shout out to Crypto Lavish. He gifted someone a membership. I appreciate that. Good morning to Mr. John. Good morning to Mr. John over here. Smash the like, smash the like, smash the like. Oh, he gifted one to Skylar. Thank you so much. Amazing. All right, let's go ahead and get back into it. Over here, I will take a look at Cardano price for you guys, because it did pump. Again, you guys can buy whenever it is you decide you want to buy. Me personally, I don't like to buy on the pumps. I preferred this range over here. Let me make sure my screen is showing. About, what was this? 35 cents to about 32 cents. That was like a buy area for me. I like some nice consolidation. I generally don't buy on the pumps unless I think it's going to continue to climb. Cardano does look pretty decent here. We do have resistance at 39 cents, and the next area after that is going to be about 42 cents. So you can either dollar cost average, set limit orders, market buy, do whatever works for you. But when we're starting to see green in the market, the FOMO is not necessarily a good thing. Another thing I will say about the Cardano chart, looking at the weekly, this area right here, we essentially bottomed out at about 31 cents. That's why I said that would be a buy area for me personally. And then this lower area here, 24 cents to about 30 cents. That would be a potential buy area for me. And what I would do, I would just go ahead and put my little fibs there. Whoops, wrong one. But I would just go ahead and grab fibs and just put them like that. And I would set limit orders. But again, that's me. So Cardano price action does look okay. Taking a look at the 4 hour, 4 hours looking nice, getting ready to continue to climb. And I'd just like to see a close above 35, 36 cents. So let's see. But another thing to notice with Cardano is we're going to find out on Friday if the hard fork or chain is going to go through. So if it does go through, then price may continue to go up. But if it doesn't go through, that might be bearish. So right now, I think that price action is driven on a fundamental level. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Brazil. So Brazil approved a second Solana ETF. It's going to be launched by the Brazil-backed asset manager Hashdex in partnership with local investment bank BTG Pactual. the fund, the agency disclosed it's in its central database, and according to the CVM database, the new Solana ETF, which is in pre-operational phase, will be offered by Brazilian-based Hashdex, a Brazilian-based asset manager with over 962 million in assets under management, in partnership with the local investment bank BTG. Now, I want to talk about this story over here because it looked like we talked about Solana. I want to say it was yesterday, but there has been some applications put forth by different traditional financial companies for Solana ETFs. We heard Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple talk about how we'll probably in the future see more crypto ETFs. I think that we will see an XRP one, and a Solana one would make sense during this time. It wasn't denied. There's some things kind of going on with it. I think VanEck, I covered it yesterday. Go watch that video on YouTube. But one of the I think it's VanEck, they still have their application up. But again, anytime you have these 19B4 applications, they can be modified. Just because the SEC says no right now, they kind of just continue to modify them until they either get approved or denied, and then they can do kind of what Grayscale did and take these guys to court. So it really kind of depends. But again, it took the Bitcoin and the Ethereum ETFs a long time to get approved. But kind of segueing into this story over here, 2018 fraud case could hold key to Solana ETF approval. And this is from a VanEck executive. Matthew Siegel from VanEck believes Solana should be classified as a commodity for the ETF approval. And as far as legal precedent goes, the 2018 MyBitcoin case supports treating some crypto assets as commodity. And this is why I say case law matters. A court ruled a crypto asset could be considered a commodity. The defendants argued that MyBitcoin token, MBC, was not a commodity because future contracts that reference it do not exist. The judge rejected the argument. They said that MBC is a virtual currency in the same way that Bitcoin is making an analogy with natural gas. That was enough for the CFTC to allege MBC as a commodity, allowing the case to go ahead. The same logic could apply to assets like Solana. So again, this is the thing. We have case law that can be used in court. And if these big guys from traditional financial firms do not get their way, they probably will take the SEC to court because the SEC has not given us any type of guidelines. What is a security? What isn't a security? And me personally, I just want to know what I can and can't do in this space. Like, that's really what I would like to know, because it makes it kind of hard. And I can't even imagine for a company that wants to build in the US to launch a token or launch a coin and operate here. To me, it wouldn't make sense because the law is it's not even, I don't even think there's really law yet. Just the landscape in crypto in the US is just kind of wishy-washy, kind of flip-floppy, and that makes me a little bit nervous. So I think it would be, I know a lot of people, they generally go to Asia or Dubai or more friendly places to launch crypto tokens, just so that because there's more clarity out there. That's another reason why I would never launch token, even if I just wouldn't. I don't know what the utility would be. So again, it's going to be interesting to see what happens and how this case law is used. I do think that XRP's case law is incredibly important, that XRP is not a security on the secondary market. And I think it's going to be being very, very important moving forward. Do I think Solana is a security or not? I don't think it is. I don't think any crypto is a security. I think that the technology is completely different and they operate in a different landscape. But what's interesting about this story with MyBitcoin is that the SEC was the one to deem the coin a commodity and not a security, while the SEC is like, this is a security, this is a security. So again, I've always thought that it would be cool if they opened another office that had members of the CFTC, the SEC, some crypto experts, real crypto experts, attorneys, those types of things, to kind of come up with that sandbox thing that Ms. Hester Peirce wanted to create to allow companies to essentially operate in. It was like a safe place, and they would have guidance on what they can and can't do. And again, I don't think that Solana, I understand Solana had an ICO very similar to Ethereum, but at the same time, I feel like we need just clarity. We can't the SEC just can't call stuff securities, and then it ended up not being a security one day. So we'll see what happens. But that's kind of what's going on with Solana. Now, this is crazy. So Crypto Mason posted this. McDonald's account has been hacked for $700,000 in Solana stolen. So basically somebody hacked the McDonald's account on Instagram, and they said some very yucky things there, which we won't read because that's not good. Don't like that. But basically what they did was, I made a post. I says, I am not loving it over here. But yeah, they went ahead and they launched a rug, and it got hacked and all kinds of stuff, which stinks, which is really, really ridiculous. So again, you guys, if you are if you are trading on pump.fun or trading these meme coins, or you are seeing things that are being posted on large accounts with a lot of influence, please be cautious because it might not end up the way you want it to. Also, too, over here, this is just a fun fact. Jim Single, he is the Costco, I think he's the Costco CEO, but he is the reason that Costco hot dogs have remained $1.50 since they were introduced in 1985. And if we're going to talk about politics, I think he should run for president. I think he should run for president. $1.50 hot dogs and no increase in capital gains, because that story came out again. But yeah, I actually had a bite of a Costco hot dog yesterday. I go there all the time because you guys know, trying to save money. So that's what happened. Just be cautious. Now let's get into Tron. This is another one of our top tokens. Tron is doing incredibly well. Justin Sun, they've got their sun.fun, Sun Fun, whatever. But basically it's for Tron meme coins. Tron, the meme coin developer Sun Pump tops 1 million in revenue in 11 days after launch, which is absolutely insane. The meme coin platform Sun Pump has helped create over 18,000 tokens. Let's talk about that really quickly. So I understand that this is like the new meta. People are trading and investing, having a fun time. Guess what? If that's what you want to do, I completely support you. I completely support you to trade, to be a degenerate, to be a gambler, whatever it is. Okay. But understand you're probably going to lose a lot of money, because that's just the way that it works. This cycle is a lot different than last cycle and the last cycle before. These things, they launch, they don't necessarily go to bonding, they don't get listed on Ratum or any of the other dexes. And it just ends up, people just end up, they're literally pumping up. So if that's something that you want to do, good for you. We're going to continue to cover these big stories so you know where, you know, what narrative to shift to. But again, at the end of the day, that's your business. Okay. So for all of you Tron warriors, shout out. But the highest revenue day was August 20th, earning nearly 2.78 million Tron, $400,000. And over 6,000 meme coins were created on that day. And on August 20th, Sun Pump experienced a temporary outage due to high traffic. The service was restored after 1 hour. Hi. And then this tweet is from Mr. Justin Sun. He says, "This is massive. I know we're about to have an epic convo. Tron and crypto memes are just starting to pop off. And I've got a strong feeling that a $1 billion Tron meme coin is on the horizon. And I hope you'll be a part of it. Let's make moves." Okay. First and foremost, Justin Sun is the king, is the absolute king of an announcement. Basically, he is indicating that there's going to be coin that will be created on Tron. If it's not here already, that will go to a $1 billion market cap. Do I believe that? I don't know. I would be cautious. I would be really, really cautious, because that seems kind of weird. But at the end of the day, it's not me that's tweeting it. It's somebody else that's tweeting it. I'm just bringing you the news. So we'll have to see what this conversation is. I don't know when this conversation is going to go live. I'll probably give a quick recap to you guys so y'all understand what's going on. But I really want to talk about this. Dogecoin. This was another one of our top 3 picks to kind of pay attention to. So Elon Musk says, "I'm willing to serve," and he posted this on August 19th. It got 72 million views. And he tweeted with Doge over here, Department of Government Efficiency. And that's actually a really, really, really great play on words. However, did we get crazy price action with Dogecoin? Because way back in 2020 or 2021, if Elon tweeted this, we would have pumped like crazy. Price would have moved. Did we pump? Let's see. Let's take a look at Doge. Doge, that's a 4-hour. Let's go to the daily. He tweeted it on the 19th. Let's double check really quickly. He tweeted on the 19th. So it's going to be the 20th candle. Here. So this thing pumped from 10 cents to 10 cents. It didn't really move a whole lot. So that was let me just make sure, the 20th. It pumped like 5%. 5%. Now, why are we talking about this story if that's like it's one of the top altcoins? Well, first and foremost, Doge is cyclical. And it has its consolidation, pumps, dumps, consolidation, pumps, and dumps. That's just how it's always been. You can look at the chart on larger time frame. But the primary reason why I wanted to bring this up is I still think that Doge is in my portfolio. I've got a moon bag of it. And I still think that it is a crypto favorite for many, many, many people. It's listed on a lot of exchanges. I believe it's still listed on Robinhood. So it's generally like, besides Bitcoin, Doge is like one of those gateway things that people get into. So I do think it will possibly continue to perform well 2025 with the rest of the bull market if we go absolutely cuckoo. But at the same time, it's important to notice what type of market we're in. Yes, we're in the very early stages of bull market, but at the same time, we're not getting these crazy price pumps that we were before. And I can tell that by a lot of my views and the stuff on TikTok, like the views on TikTok, the views here. In the bull run, I get a lot more. And now it's a lot less, especially TikTok too. TikTok, it's super easy. I put a video out, 20,000 views. Now it's like 5,000, 7,000, 3,000, sometimes 10,000. So just kind of a state of the market that I wanted to point out to all you intelligent, beautiful people when you guys are figuring out when it is that you want to do your due diligence on. So what's Justin's son's name? I have no idea. All right, let's get into the next one. And it's okay to be out of funds and have to sit on your hands. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the institutions over here, because why not? Why not? Why not? All right, so the institutions. Institutions are still buying Bitcoin ETFs, Bitwise says. The number of institutional investors holding ETFs rose 14% in the second quarter of the year to 1,100, the report says. They noted that the total number of institutional investors holding Bitwise ETF rose 14% in the second quarter. And the exchange traded funds ETFs have been adopted by institutions at the fastest rate of any ETF in history. The asset manager said so, faster than gold. Faster than gold. And again, it's a good side for institutions. It's a good side for institutions because they're the ones that are buying the dip. They're buying what no one else is buying. They're buying what retail doesn't want to buy. So hearing this story, you should consider, taking certain actions or not taking certain actions. Consider to continue to educate yourself in this type of stuff because that's what the institutions are buying Bitcoin and most of us are not at this price. That speaks volumes. Also, fun little fact over here. Institutions share asset under management in Bitcoin ETFs, and they grew 21.15%, up from 18.74%. And institutions ended up quarter holding $11 billion in Bitcoin ETFs. Now over here, U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs extend positive flow streak with 88 million inflows. So that means that money is coming in. And BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF led with inflows via $55.43 million on Tuesday. And spot Ethereum ETFs saw their fourth consecutive day of net outflows totaling 6.49 million. So basically, there's money. Institutions are continuing to buy the Bitcoin ETFs, and institutions are continuing to sell the Ethereum ETFs. And hopefully that will change soon. But that's what the people with money are doing. And we always talk about following the money on the channel and then making educated decisions based on the information that you have taken in. Also, too, for you degens, I will not be doing this. I don't have time for this. I'm sure some of you do, though. Solana memecoin shorting platform, Dumpy.fun, teases Squeezy.lol, which will allow users to take the other side of Dumpy with a complimentary Squeeze Explorer that shows on-chain shorts. Get ready for a new era of PvP. Congratulations. You're able to now short tokens and do cuckoo stuff that is just absolutely insane. But apparently, you can squeeze those who are shorting, which again, that is a big TradFi thing that happens a lot. Cancel Clothing talks about that a lot, the types of shorting and that type of stuff, and short squeezes and squeezes or shorting. That was like kind of the whole GameStop thing. But again, this is going to get absolutely cuckoo. I hope those of you that are doing it make money. But again, there's probably a lot of risk going into that. Yeah, interesting. But we do have to get into this story about Mr. CZ, a little bit of an update. So CZ and Binance face a new lawsuit for alleged laundering of stolen crypto. One legal expert says if the class action lawsuit progresses, it could put efficiency of the blockchain analytics itself on trial. So we're going to talk about this. Of course, this comes out of Seattle because why not? And it looks like a group of people are suing Binance and CZ. So let's read about it. It's from three crypto investors. They claim Binance failed to prevent money laundering, resulting in their inability to recover stolen funds. They argue that the assets were laundered through Binance. This made them untraceable. And they said Binance's role in facilitating transactions violates the Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations RICO Act. So let's talk about this a little bit. First and foremost, people from Seattle. Binance, for a very, very long time, I want to say since 2020, was a company or was a crypto exchange we were not allowed to use in the United States of America. It was for international folks. So you were using an exchange that you weren't supposed to use, or those people that took funds from you put it through Binance. So that's some more information that I need to kind of know about this. Let me read really quickly and see. Natural predictable. And I think class action lawsuits, like with crypto stuff, like, I think they're just kind of cuckoo. Like, it's hard. Like, this is the thing. This is what drives me cuckoo. Is like, we're supposed to be operating in this true decentralized economy. We're supposed to take accountability for our own actions. But then we see all these other people suing these people. Like, yeah, it's okay to sue bad actors, but was Binance and CZ, were they bad actors in this situation? Like, there's people that are really, really bad in this industry that do horrible things. And yeah, they should get in trouble. But if like a company like Binance, they disclose a lot of things. They got pages of disclosures. Like, I don't know. So again, I would kind of need to know a little bit more about the story. It doesn't give too much. But that's kind of what's going on. And I guess CZ is also supposed to be coming out of jail soon. I think he's got like 44 days or something like that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, their crypto was stolen and those funds were sent to Binance. Okay, that was a key over there. All right, so that was a key. So apparently, but I want to know how the funds were stolen. That's kind of important for me as well, to see how these funds were stolen. Because again, like, if your funds were stolen, there's some sort of human error that happens with that. And again, like, getting your funds stolen is not fun in any way, shape, or form at all. So I would just kind of want to know more information. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. But I think some of these class action lawsuits can get a little bit frivolous, primarily because, at what point do we take accountability for like us buying something or us, forgetting our private seed phrase, etc. A couple other tidbits over here before I got to get going. This is a big one. Tether plans to develop a UAE dirham pegged stablecoin alongside Phoenix Group. USDT is the largest stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, while those linked to other currencies are comparatively small. The central bank's licensing framework for dirham stablecoins could give them a boost, especially given the reputation of Dubai and Abu Dhabi as crypto hubs. Pretty interesting stuff to me. I also think that there was something that was passed earlier this week regarding people to accept crypto in Dubai for their money, or for their, what the heck was it? Their paychecks. I think so too. Anyways, you guys, I got a couple meetings. I gotta go. I will catch up with you later. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, all alerts, and I will be dropping that video about my personal opinion about Solana in a little bit. So again, thank you guys so much, and to ticky tacky. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.